Hello, welcome to Professor Nez's channel. How are you guys doing? This is my first time going live on mobile. This is so cool. Let me know if you can hear me. Come on in. I'm going to go and see on my desktop here. I actually happen to be in my studio. I'm in between client meetings. I gave 3 finals today in my class. Yes, it's working. Holy macadamia nut. How are you? Yes, Gord's in the house. Can you believe this? We've got live on mobile. How sweet is that? The quality's good? I can see your comments. Oh my God, this changes the entire game, folks. I thought, instead of just doing a normal test for 2 seconds, I'd talk to you a little bit about, hold on, let me get my light. Let me get my other light. My other light's not on. Come on in. Let me know where you're calling from. Let me know where you're calling from. Let me know where you're joining from. Call it. What is this? A late night radio show? Hold on. I gotta get my other light. How's that? Is that a lot better? Can you see me? Can you see Professor Nez? Oh my God. This is so cool. I've been dying for this. Does anybody know if we have super chats too, or we don't have super chats? Probably if you're under 1K subs. I think this really, I'm cooking in the heat and my AC is broken. My computer is about to boil over. Oh no. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I saw your post earlier today, Gord. I'm so sorry. Yeah. I just got back from, giving my 3rd final today. I've got 2 more finals tomorrow and then Professor. Yes, Keith, I just got your email too. Keith, welcome. Welcome, my friend. This is the first time I've been able to go live on mobile for you guys, Nez Nation. Can you see that, or is it backwards? Is that different? Yeah, let me tell you. Good question, Gord. Thank you. Yeah, so this is interesting. So I can see the live in the corner. I'm obviously doing landscape mode. Let me just tell you really quickly. So it asked me to take a picture for the thumbnail. I went like this. Isn't that a great picture? And I can see how many people are watching. There's a timer. There's a finish button very clearly established. Let me see. There's some filters stuff I can probably do. Yep, it looks like I can do some filters. Ding 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 ding. Okay, I'll stop. 8mm. Ooh, I can do 8mm film. That's kind of cool. Yeah, let me show you the filters. 8mm is pretty badass, actually. I kind of like that. Bubbles. There's bubbles happening. This is so cool. Dream sequence. I like the 8mm. I think that's kind of cool. Dawn. It's Red Dawn. Anybody remember that movie, Red Dawn? Yeah, now you need to act with the filters. Exactly. Oh, this is so cool. There's a little ellipses there. I can share it. I can mute microphone. Okay. I can. Yes, Keith. Yeah, I like the 8mm. That's cool. I'll go back to normal though for now. Yeah, this is really, really cool. This changes the game big time. I think this is something that's going to really, really change the game, especially for small time YouTubers. And I don't know. I don't consider myself small for having 200 subscriptions I kind of love what Roberto Blake said. If you've got a room full of 20 people, that's a lot of people. People complain about not getting, I've just recently, with the help of Gord Eisman, the amazing wizard, I call him the wizard, Gord Eisman, and my great Tube Ritual fam, I've been really growing steadily in the last couple of months. I'm on track to get probably 500, 600 subs by the end of the summer, maybe 1,000 if I can really put value, but that's not the point. The point is about creating videos with quality that people get something out of. Let me know how the audio quality is coming in, Gord, if you're still there. I thought instead of just talking about live stream, I would because what I love about this is so cool. I mean, this is literally so cool. I wonder if I can actually see this here. Okay, so I'm on my desktop. Oh, it looks fantastic. It actually looks really great. My watermark is there. Oh my God. Isn't that cool? That is absolutely the best. Yeah, that's really cool. I can see the chat. Audio is ace. Thank you. Oh man. So after this is done, obviously, so if you know anything about YouTube, Let me know where you're coming from. Let me know where you're joining us from. Give me your name. So after this is done, I guess I can actually thank you, Keith. Keith, so good to see you, man. After I'm done, I guess I can worry about SEO. Is that right, Gord? And what do I mean by SEO? Those of you who don't know this, search engine kind of stuff, ranking stuff, tagging. This is so super cool. Then I guess this automatically processes. When you're done, who needs Facebook Live? No. When you're done, okay, we got more people in. Come on in. Let me know where you're joining from. Comment. Let me know. I thought instead of just talking in the desktop version, you could set that up in advance. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool to it's a mobile world now. I think that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. I've got another client meeting coming up in about a half an hour, so I got some time here. But I actually... I love mobile. I think the mobile capacity is really, really awesome. And I wanted to share with you why I think that this is the most important move that YouTube has made. And if you're interested in going live, if you're interested, okay, come on in. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know where you are. Let me know who you are. We're seeing a lot more viewers come on in. This is awesome. Let me know how the quality is. This is why I think that this is a super important move for YouTube. And YouTube TV is another huge move that maybe I'll talk about in just a second here. But if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you're new to my channel, let me do my call to action, my value proposition. If you're new to my channel, if this is the first time you're meeting Professor Nez, how you doing, first of all? How you doing? Second of all, you have got to subscribe because I talk about mindsets. I talk about writing, communication, storytelling, digital storytelling, how to get out of this dude and get more in this dude. You got to subscribe to this channel. Really powerful videos about self-discovery and sharing that discovery with the world. And also, don't forget, I've been a writing communication professor for almost 20 years. I'm an author 7 times over. I've got a LinkedIn account that's in the top 3 percentile. So I'm very excited. This is so cool. So this is why I think this is so super important. This is why I think that YouTube's move to bring this to mobile, which I literally just found out about today, this is why I think that this is super important. I don't want to just get on here and just vomit and talk about live streaming, even though I am a live streaming connoisseur. Nez Nation. You can see Nez Nation, right? Oh, I like this style, this Casey Neistat style, and Brian does this sometimes. That right there, that's why I'm here. For you guys, Nez Nation. So I have a Facebook Live talk show. Gord knows about this. He's my Ed McMahon. And we're trying to create, in the words of the great Maury Schwartz, the great teacher who was a huge inspiration to me, if you don't find the culture is giving you what you need, you go create your own. And so Nez Nation is a Facebook group. It's a tribe of revolutionary thinkers, creators, inspirers, lovers of everything that is good about being a creator and inspiring about being a creator and being a human being. So this is the whole gig. So I'm also doing a lot of, things. It's so funny because, I used to be a Twitter dude, and I got to be honest. I have to be honest with you guys. I used to be more Twitter Live, Periscope. I haven't done that in a while. Damian, if you're watching, I apologize. He's a really big presence on my Twitter account, and he's been asking me lately. He's the awesome dude who works at my gym, Damian. He's a young dude who's going to be crushing it out there. But why is this important for YouTube? Why is this essential for YouTube? Is because we are living in a predominant mobile world. Everything is going mobile. People are glued to that screen 24/7. And if you are trying to get any type of real estate in that specific space, you've got to try to optimize. Everybody's trying to optimize their platforms. Everybody's trying to optimize their websites, their marketing, their advertising, their company, goods, services, whatever it is, their stories, their blogs, their books for mobile, because we are carrying around supercomputers in our back and front pockets. We are carrying supercomputers. And this is really, really huge. And live streaming, I think, here is the number one thing with live streaming. This is why I love live streaming, is because you can humanize your brand. You're not just a faceless, nameless corporation, business, individual entity. This is a way of humanizing, connecting with your audience in real time, talking with them, asking them questions, having them ask you questions, interacting with them, helping them, communicating with them. Holy macadamia nut, what's better than that? I mean, imagine if, the CEO of Ford did a live stream and talked about his big cut that he just made to his employees. He did, I think it was a 3 to 10% cut. He cut jobs, at the Ford organization. What if he did a Facebook Live? What if he did a YouTube Live and said, I feel it's important to you guys, it's important to our customers, it's important to families, it's important to the brand of Ford that I go live right now and talk to you about why we made that decision. Instead of reading about it in Bloomberg Report, instead of reading it about it in the Wall Street Journal, and then coming up with our own interpretations, there's just another evil Mr. Burns, cutting jobs. I'm going to cut jobs for no reason but to hurt and destroy families. Now you have a voice. Now you have say what you want about Donald Trump, but he's doing an amazing thing when it comes to connecting with his audience. I don't judge anybody. I think that we have an opportunity. Somebody's got to wake Trump up to live streaming. He might do Twitter Lives straight from the Oval Office. How cool would that be? But he's got a direct line. He's got a direct outlet to his audience. I don't want this to get political by any means, but he has a direct line, tunnel, road, map right to his audience. He can tell them whatever he wants. He can talk about them. He can answer questions. He can tell his people what exactly he thinks and feels, rather than some New York Times journalist interpreting everything he says, interpreting everything he does, and having their spin on it, right? I mean, everybody has a spin on what you say. Especially if you're the CEO of a big company like a General Electric, a Ford, a Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Apple, what have you. Tim Cook, imagine if Tim Cook went live. He would have thousands, millions of people on his stream. Imagine I guarantee you, and this is not a knock against Tim Cook, I guarantee you Steve Jobs would completely understand the power of live video and live streaming. And he would totally get this as a huge, huge value to bring to his clients, his customers, his audience, and his rabid fans of, his Apple products. And I guarantee you that Steve Jobs would do little mini streams. He would do little mini live streams on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram. And he would totally talk to people, maybe even give insight and behind the scenes. My smart TV, hold on a second. I want to get that question, Keith. My smart TV, Vizio, told me that the YouTube app will no longer be available as of June 29th. Do you know anything about that? Is it Vizio, you think? Will the loss of YouTube apps on Vizio smart TVs hurt the YouTube biz? That is the first I've ever heard of it. You're getting an exclusive right here on Professor Nez's channel. I've never heard of anything like that. I don't know why in the world they would do that. I don't know what it would cost them to have the YouTube app, unless it has something to do with child parent restrictive, something like non-advertiser friendly stuff. That YouTube's been experiencing a lot of problems with advertisers not having control over where their advertisements roll, and people have been complaining about their ads showing up on non-friendly channels or videos or what have you. I don't know if it has. I've never heard of that. That's insane to me. I mean, I was talking about this with my class the other day. The number one thing that we talk about, the stuff that we're watching now, the stuff that where we're getting our entertainment, I don't know about you, but it's certainly not cable for me. I'm watching a lot more YouTube. I'm watching a lot more Facebook Live videos, mostly YouTube and Netflix, really. I mean, that's where it's all about. My wife, my kids, most of my students, it's all going there. I mean, I still haven't cut the cord yet. I don't know why. It's really a waste of money. I don't have any time to watch TV anyway. Cody. I don't know what Cody is. All right. Hey, I hope everything works out, Gord. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. I hope everything works out with your AC. Hey, there he is. Is that Tim Pass? What up, Tim? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Free TV app. Okay, Keith. Yeah, man, I just literally found out I had to jump on here, and I love it. I freaking love it. I mean, I think this is so cool. Yeah, man. Thank you. You too. You too, Tim. We're talking live streaming. We're talking about cutting the cord. We're talking about why this is so important for YouTube, Tim. So I'd love your thoughts as well. Keith, I don't know what's going on with Vizio. I don't know if that might be just an isolated thing. Maybe you want to double check on that, call them up or send them an email. Oh yeah, absolutely. So if Tim, if you're, it's absolutely addicting. But if you watch this again, if you can, Tim, I would love your comments because we're talking about the power of humanizing your brand. Humanizing, forget brand. Let me scratch that. Scratch that. Take out brand and business. Even though this is unbelievably useful for brand and business, let's just talk about you as an individual. Let's just talk about you as somebody who has an opinion. You have 2 cents. You're a human being. You exist. You don't have to go shout on top of the mountain anymore. I mean, let's be honest. Imagine if like Buddha had this or Jesus. He wouldn't have to go find disciples. He wouldn't have to go out in the mountain to give a sermon. He'd go live and get an amazing audience. If you have something valuable to say, it doesn't have to be a business, brand, organization, company, what have you. If you have something important to say and it actually has quality and it has value to bring to a specific targeted audience, you are in fuego. This is the best tool known to man. So I was just talking earlier, and Keith, I want you to follow up on that Vizio thing. Makes getting your message out there much easier by not having to edit. Yeah, it's so sick. So Tim, if you're not familiar, I have my Facebook Live show called Nez Nation Live, if you're not familiar, where we talk to interesting guests doing creative things in their respective fields to share their stories so we can learn from them, because I love the power of conversation. But man, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. I mean, I've done YouTube Live from my desktop, but there's nothing quite like going live from mobile. There's nothing quite like, there's less lag. How's the lag, by the way? Is there a lot of lag? I'm not even really hardwired here. I'm using my lower speed internet, I think. But by the way, cheers to Tim and Keith and Gord. You know, how's oh, awesome. So this is the thing. When I go live from desktop, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope Producer, you don't get the same kind of, I don't know what it is. And this is so huge because everything's going mobile. Everything is going mobile. Your banking, your business, your education, your kids' medical files. Everything is going digital. Everything is going mobile. And YouTube sees the value in this. And this is just huge. So think of live streaming. Now, there's a lot of vomit out there. There's a lot of garbage out there. But isn't that the same thing with everything? Aren't there a lot of garbage T-shirt brands out there? There's a lot of garbage car makers out there. There's a lot of garbage, candy bar makers. I mean, there's always in every genre, in every field, in every category. I go with George Carlin. What George Carlin says, there's usually a whole lot of bad and a few good. Okay, and the good will always rise, right? The good ones will always rise. But here, I would almost say maybe there's a different dynamic when it comes to live streaming, because think about it. Whatever niche, I don't know what the hell you say. Whatever, you can find an audience. There's an audience for any. I mean, if you're talking about knitting, right, to a bunch of people who love to knit, there's an audience for that. If you're a gamer, there's an audience for that. If you're a cook, there's an audience for that. If you're an inspirational mindset person, like what I try to do and talk about writing and communication and storytelling, there's definitely an audience for that. If you're an editing, technical camera, a guru or what have you, there's an audience for that. There's an audience for everything. So I don't even know if you should be too worried about, trying to reach everybody or trying to have the best of the best of the best. You just do what you do and try to do it well, and I'm sure you'll find an audience. Oh my God, this is so cool. This is so cool. I wish I could enable super chats. I wish I had a larger fan base right this second. But again, here's another thing I want to talk about. I am so over it. I'm a human being, and of course I want as many subscribers as possible. Tim Knox, you little shithead. What are you doing? Notice me. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the great, venerable Tim Knox. Okay, get the hell out of here. No. I'm just getting on here. I'm in between client meetings. Tim, can you believe this? We're going to turn this into a barnyard. Oh, my God. It's insanity. Yeah. Hey, Tim. How you doing, man? So I have in between client meetings, and I was like, I got to jump on here because I've got mobile live. I'm on the mobile. How do I look, Tim? Don't I look terrific? YouTube will never be the same. It's all downhill from here, my friend. It's all downhill from here. Good thing you have that choice. Effing beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is no makeup, by the way. I'm a natural beauty. The good thing, you can always do what you can do best. You can flip that remote. You can click on the diff channel. You can block. So we were just talking about that, and Tim is, all seriousness, Tim is a very, very talented dude, and we've been talking about some things that maybe are cooking really solidly, and I'm excited about that project, very, very excited about that project. I don't know, Tim, maybe we should tell him right now. Probably not. I'll leave it up to you. I don't care. I love it. I love the idea. So, this is something that I think that is really important to talk about, though, there's a whole lot of crap out there. There's a whole lot of garbage out there. There's a whole lot of vomit out there. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay. Secret. You got to stay tuned. But how big was the live update? It wasn't big at all, as a matter of fact. It wasn't big at all. Did things just get dark? It wasn't big at all. Honestly, like, I heard about it through my wonderful group. The Tube Ritual Facebook group. That's where all these kooky characters are coming in from, the Facebook group, Tube Ritual. And I was on my way. I just got done with 3 finals this morning. And I was like, holy shit, I want to go. I actually had time. I had 20 minutes. Tube life, baby. I had 20 minutes before my first final. I got to campus at around 8:25, and my final wasn't until 9. So I was like, should I just run to my office and just literally go? Like, I was itching to go live. I mean, it really is something that you gotta love. You gotta love doing it. You gotta love reaching. You gotta love talking about shit that matters. You gotta love bringing value to your audience. If you don't, if you're doing this for any other reason, you're lost at sea. It's just not going to happen. I think it was Tim. I believe it was Tim, it was somebody I'm not really familiar with. Starts with a V. I can't remember. I'm sure Tim will let me know right now. And we have mobile live on YouTube for under 1K subs. And I was like, and I already saw Danielle already posted like a cool thumbnail and shit, and she's got everything rolling. And I looked at it, and I pressed the damn little camera thing, and it said, hey, there it is. No live yet here in Scotland. You're in Scotland. Hey, welcome, man. Across the beautiful power of live video, folks. The beautiful. I know you did. You're not even watching. You're eating cereal. You're playing with your dogs with barely. You probably have me on mute right now. You can't even hear a thing that I'm just gonna do a bunch of weird shit to freak you out. That's strange, because usually I would think that overseas, I thought, Ireland was sort of there. Oh, maybe that's Facebook. Maybe that's not a YouTube's testing ground. But keep checking, man. Keep checking. Exploring with Paul. Keep checking, because I'm sure you're going to get it soon enough. They might be just slowly rolling it out, as we, in these next couple of days. I just happened to check, and I had it, and I was excited about it. So, yeah, this is just freaking awesome, and I think it's great. And maybe I could talk a little bit. I can't be on here too much longer, because I'm getting people coming in like crazy. Hey, guys, come on in. This is awesome. What do you guys think of the new update? What do you guys think of being able to go live on mobile? What do you guys think? This is so awesome. Candid Tech, Tim Pett. Holy shit, Tim just said some crazy stuff. Let's see, what was that? I missed the first part. However, it's still only available. Okay, YouTube, however, says that the change is only available to a select number. I didn't know that. You're saying this could be taken away from me? What a tragedy. Tim, are you saying this could be taken away from me like tomorrow? Maybe this stream could completely confirm and cement their experiment that this is not working. It ain't working. Holy man, if this guy can go live, we're in bad boogie, because this shit ain't working. Maybe I just confirmed. I hope there's no take backs. That would suck. What's up with that? No takebacks. You can't do a takeback after the Nez has just found out. Oh, no. Did you really? Oh, great. Brian's going to now ban me. Sorry, Brian. I apologize. Oh, I can't. Well, good. I'm running out of battery anyway, so this thing's going to be dead in a second. So, so I didn't know that. Thank you, Tim. So what are they? So when they say experiment, what's the criteria? Did they say like what the criteria was? Only available to a relatively small subset of users. Do I feel special all of a sudden? I feel very special. Why was I part of the experiment? You can experiment on me, YouTube. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Okay, interesting. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I would think that they don't want to just copy Facebook. I would think that they don't. You and me. Thank you, Tim. I would think that they would not want to just kind of copy. You know, I actually had an interesting conversation about LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is kind of like I've been on LinkedIn for years. It's kind of been okay, thank you, Tim. Thank you so much, man. I think that it's interesting because now that Microsoft acquired LinkedIn for $26 billion, the largest acquisition in the history of acquisitions, you know, everybody's jumping in on the video game. You know, I told this to my class the other night. Okay, go watch some paint dry. Have fun. That will be a hell of a lot more interesting than this. Guaranteed. Thanks, Tim. You're the best, man. But, you know, it's interesting because Twitter is now potentially doing an entirely live premised network programming. I mean, they're going to be going live 24/7. Facebook is obviously all about live. You know, you've got Instagram now jumping into the live. Instagram's just kind of like doing whatever Facebook tells it. It's like the youngest kid in the family that just follows the older brother. Whatever you want to do. You want to wrestle? I'll be a wrestler. I'll be an accountant. Whatever you want me to do. That's like Instagram. I love Instagram, but I mean, it's funny how that works. And then you've got YouTube. So YouTube is now going live too, and the fact that they're really aware and adept and understand the power of mobile. That's a whole nother game, so that's really, really interesting. What do you guys think? I want to hear from you. I mean, do you think that Pinterest is this just gonna get crazy? Pinterest live, Tumblr live, Skype live, I don't know, LinkedIn live, you know, Tinder live. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? Is it just getting out of control? Well, I love live streaming. I think live streaming is, again, just to repeat that, just a beautiful way to humanize your brand and humanize who you are and your purpose. I think if Shakespeare had the ability to go live, he would have. I think if Alfred Hitchcock had the chance to go live, he would have. Hitler would have loved to go live. Jesus, knowing him. Jesus, I think Jesus would have loved to go live. It's a great way to directly connect with your audience. What's a better way of humanizing, right? You can send all the emails you want. Tim Longwell Art. If it works well, as they allow more in, they will roll it out to everyone. If they don't get the use and viewer time, I suspect this is the rollout of Android version of the Apple ability already in place. I'm on iOS. I don't know if that really affects your thesis there at all, my friend. Thank you for joining, Tim Longwell Art. Awesome. By the way, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. If you want to learn everything you need to know about discovering who you are, writing, communication, storytelling, mindset, how this is the only dude that gets in your way, please subscribe to my channel. I would love you for it. I sincerely mean that. Okay, that's interesting, Tim. Yeah, okay. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that, again, do you agree with my kind of idea that this humanizes your brand, humanizes you as an individual? This is a great way to connect. You know, imagine if Abraham Lincoln could have gone live to the South. Imagine if he could have, communicated his thoughts directly without an interpreter, without a biased interpretation, without any kind of going through the multiple filters, of hearsay and stories and rumors, right? Hey, it's all theory crafting anyway. Yeah, interesting. It's all theory crafting. True. I mean, it's an interesting discussion. I think it's an interesting discussion, but I agree with you, Tim. It is. I don't know if, I don't know if YouTube plans on taking this away. From what Tim says, it sounds like Experiment's kind of an interesting word. I definitely don't think Facebook is going to let go of live. I definitely don't think Twitter. I think the only thing that Twitter's really hanging on right now is live. But again, you cannot, I think the universal here is, and maybe I'll end with this, the universal is that video is the predominant form of communications in the 21st century. What used to be the written word, what used to be, I think, books, stories, blogs, poems, short, long, neat, thrifty, clever, complex, philosophical. I think what used to be the written word's sort of power, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying books are dead, but I think the predominant form, even texting, is going to be challenged by video texting, which basically that's what Snapchat is. That's what Stories is, really. Everything has gone video. I'm excited. I love it. I just love to create, and the medium doesn't really have too much of a bearing. I write. I also write blogs. I also write books. But I also love video creation. I love getting close with my audience. I love creating. I love editing. You have to love editing, as hard as editing is. I absolutely love to edit. And I don't really have a sophisticated editing system like some of these guys do, but I love it. I think it's fun. I think that's where the really true storytelling happens, is in the editing room. I'm happy about my ability to use video. I hate writing. Yeah, so there you go. You probably don't hate writing. You just hate the way it was taught to you, just the same way it was taught to me. Right. I used to, check this out. Here's a writing communication professor, Tim. I'm a writing professor for over 20 years. And when I first entered the school academic arena, I hated writing too, until I finally discovered that it's not only the most powerful tool to communicate your purpose, but it's the most significant way for you to not be misunderstood. And being misunderstood is bad boogie. A lot of things arise out of misunderstanding. I think every problem that's faced humankind, as a matter of fact, mankind, can be really at the epicenter of that is some type of misunderstanding. Every war, every fight, every death, everything can really be, every quarrel, every disagreement, every divorce, family separation. Isn't education? My mind goes so fast I lose my train of thought by the delay in writing or typing. Interesting. Yeah. So video is a great medium for you, especially probably short form video. Do you do any Instagram stories or Facebook stories or Snapchat or anything like that, Tim? Or are you just strictly a YouTuber? And by the way, what are your thoughts on, what's your kind of YouTube what's your video creation strategy, or how do you create videos, or what's your way of creating videos, and what's your, oh man, I've been on here for almost 33 minutes. I'm getting detracted. I got to get going, guys. This is so awesome. It was so much fun to connect with you. Let me know where you are. Let me know where you're joining us from. Where are you? What city? Give me your name, city, please, in the comments. Let me know. And by the way, I come back after this stream is finished. I come back. If you're watching this on the replay, if you're viewing this on the replay, please leave a comment. Even if you couldn't join us on the live broadcast, leave a comment. I'll come back. If you have any questions, any comments about anything we've been talking about, please leave a comment. I'll come back and check it out. I respond to everybody. I've always been a fan of Snapchat. Not heavy on video. I mainly did website and public promotion of my ideas and artwork. Very cool. I'll check out your channel, Tim. That's really cool. Now, when you say ideas and artwork, what form does that take? Is that painting, watercolor, acrylic? Is that writing? Obviously not writing. You said you hate writing, but I'm assuming you do. Is it digital artwork? What kind of artwork do you do? That's interesting. Did Tim really put me in the Tube Ritual group? I didn't ask him to do that. I really didn't ask him to do that. He did that all on his own. Sorry, Brian. I apologize. Then HOAs came along and started using video. Wait a minute. I missed something here. Then HOAs came along and started using video. When I think HOA, are you talking homeowners association? What's an HOA? You don't mean that. I'm confused, which is not a shock. I get confused often. Okay, anyway, guys, I'm going to probably get out of here very soon. Again, my first time going Hangouts on air from Google. Oh, okay. I was like HOA. I hate my HOA. That's probably I think that's why I probably did that, said that. Sorry. Nez is live. YT will never be the same. Very cool. Yeah. So anyway, oil painting, drawing, music. Very cool. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Very, very cool. Nice. Well, yeah, I mean, you should post, you could at least post, now you can do postings on YouTube, I think, unless that's a subscriber criteria too. You can actually post, like just post a photo now on YouTube. It doesn't have to necessarily be video. It's becoming a really fully interfaced social media platform now, YouTube, and I love it. I love video creation. I love live streaming, I think. But again, here's what, and maybe this is something I can leave with, live streaming with intention. There's one thing that I can share with you, come away from this. I just really was trying to test going live on YouTube through mobile. This is awesome. I love it. Have some kind of intention with everything you do, right? I mean, it's not just, oh, very cool. You can go live doing your artwork. That's awesome, Tim. I'm going to check out your channel, man. That's great. With intention. I mean, I love to just kind of get on and do it. I know, and I think this speaks to the fact that if you know your shit and you know it really well, then you can spout, right? And you can hopefully spout. Maybe it'll kind of be as veery and curvy and longy and weirdy, you know? I didn't say one real English word there. I apologize. but it might come out a little funkadelic, but I'll still get there. Does that make sense? Some people like teleprompters and they go word for word verbatim. That's just not my style, but intention. So many, I think where live streaming, and Tim brings up a really good point, where live streaming probably gets a really bad rap, at least lately, is the fact that, you know, so many people, they get on here and they have zero intention. You should have intention with and when I say intention, I'm not talking for the birds. I'm not talking Oprah Winfrey type of intention. I'm talking just like, what do you want? What is your purpose? What do you want to achieve? Don't just get up here and say, as Tim says, look at me. I'm live. Whoa, this is cool. And then stare dead into, you know, the camera or, you know, I mean, what is your purpose? What is your purpose? What do you want? What are you hoping to achieve? Whether it's a 10-second video, a 10-second snap, or you're doing an hour-long live stream, or you're creating a documentary, or you're creating a resume, or you're creating a project, a business plan, or you're creating artwork, what's your intention? Have some kind of intention. And it doesn't have to be, it's a subtle thing. It can be very subtle. It doesn't have to be like, here's my intention. It can be like very subtle, right? It can be something, but just, it's in there. You don't even have to vocalize it necessarily. It just has to be in there. And if it's in there, it'll come through, right? That's what I think. So I'd love your thoughts. I'd love your comments, and please leave them down below, and please don't forget to subscribe. You will get a lot out of this channel. Trust me on that. Bet on that. So I wish you guys nothing but the best. This is my little first time going live on YouTube mobile. I am in love. I'm in love again. I used to not do such a bad Elvis. I'm in love with you. YouTube live. I'm in love again. Okay, I'll stop. But this is so cool. This is awesome. And this is a lot of fun. So, yeah, have a wonderful Thursday. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Go down there and click that red button, that red subscribe button, wherever the hell it is. I don't know where it is on live. It's got to be down there somewhere. Or my little watermark right here. See, go over here. See my little watermark right there? It's the other side. Right there. Right there. There it is. Yeah. And click subscribe, and you will be notified every time I do this. Don't you want to watch this kind of shit again? I know I certainly would. Okay. All right, you guys. Awesome stuff. Have a wonderful Thursday. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget to have fun. Yes. Can't have fun, don't go. Exactly. Absolutely, Tim. There is nothing more contagious on the planet than fun and enthusiasm. There's nothing more contagious. Ebola's got nothing on fun. The flu has got nothing on fun. You see people having fun, laughing, dancing, having a good time, and it's not obnoxious, right? I mean, there's sometimes people having fun that are obnoxious, but you know what I'm talking about. The good kind of fun, right? The real wholesome kind of fun that's like real and raw and natural. It's infectious and contagious. Don't do this if you're not having fun. If you're strictly trying to go live to say me, 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 you're not going to do it. Yay, Danielle! I'm just about to leave. Perfect timing, Danielle. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're trying to use and leverage, hi Danielle, good to see you. If I know, but you know what? If you subscribe, you'll find out when I go live again. So if you have intention and you're having fun and you love doing it, I love doing it, which is why I have my Facebook Live talk show, Nez Nation. Fantastic, Danielle. You are awesome. Thank you. I saw your thumbnail too, by the way, for the 1K subs. I thought that was so cool. I was like, damn, she's already got it. I was busy doing my day gig. So, yeah, I say it like that, my day gig. I love the students. I can't stand the bureaucracy. Intention and fun. Very well said, Tim. If you're doing this strictly because it's all about you, and it's not about them, these guys, Nez Nation, you guys. By the way, I'll write this in the chat. Go and join. I don't know if you are a part of it yet, Danielle. Go join my Facebook group, Nez Nation. Groups/Nez Nation. I think that's right. Yeah. Go and ask to be joined, and I will definitely add you. We've got about 750, 780 members now in the Nez Nation group, which is awesome. It's growing very steadily, and just because it says Nez Nation does not mean that I'm the leader by any means, not even close. We are all in this together. It's just a place where we can go inspire each other, create, exchange ideas, help each other, motivate each other. It's a beautiful community. I mean, it's just my favorite. It's a very safe digital space, and I like keeping it that way. I'm going to get out of here. Love y'all, Nez Nation. Love y'all. Please subscribe. Please go check it out. Very awesome, Danielle. I will see you guys very, very soon. Thank you for joining me on the broadcast, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening, you guys, wherever you are. Stay tuned, because we got more videos, we got more live streams about mindset, writing, communication, storytelling, getting inside this dude, getting out of this dude, getting here, not here. As Aristotle said, any education that is just of the mind and which excludes the heart is no education at all. See you guys soon. Thank you so much.